Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am just going to be getting ready today. I'm getting ready for a work holiday party. I figured this would just be a very casual, I'm just gonna get ready, I'll switch to a voiceover, kind of tell you guys what I'm going to be using, but other than that, we're primarily just going to be getting ready, and I'm going to show you guys what I look like at the end. This is a pretty formal holiday party for work, so I am going to take more time on my makeup, really make sure it's blended, make sure it looks pretty, and yeah, don't mind my hands. I self-tanned last night. I don't know if you can tell, it looked like a bronzed goddess, went to the Caribbean and back. I self-tanned. I did. The hands are a little iffy. I understand that. I get that. But I'm not going to be talking like this. I'll make sure that the hands are covered. I'm also going to show you my nails. These are the Impress like Kate Spade collab nails, and I thought they were so cute. It's like a little homage to Christmas, if you will, because it is Christmas time. I'm just switching out the powder that I want to use because that other one is a little too light. I'm also going to bust out a new lipstick, which you will see officially in like a Black Friday haul coming up. Wink, wink. I bought some new MAC lipsticks that were on sale, and this is Ruby Woo, iconic Christmas, and I'm excited to debut her tonight. So we're gonna wear her. All right, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get ready together. Okay, so right now I'm using the Juvia's Place eyeshadow base. It's basically like the P. Louise one, but drugstore. I really like it, and with this palette, I definitely think that the colors popped a lot more. I still use the tape technique because I still live in 2016. Anyways, I'm using the new Makeup by Mario palette. The Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette, seriously so freaking beautiful. So I'm just going to apply that all over my eyes. I'm basically doing transition shade. I'm putting 2 different shades in my crease to help blend outer corner colors as well as an outer V. Oh, and I got a little pregame break because, you know, little something fun to sip on. But I'm just gonna kind of apply this all over my eyes, into my crease, outer V, all the usual things, and just blend and smoke. Now I'm just carving out my eyeshadow. This is just with the same Juvia's Place base again. This is just going to create a little bit of a semi, like, kind of a cut crease, but not really because I'm not completely cutting the crease. I'm mainly using this just to kind of clean up my eyes and a base for the shimmer shadow. I used a really beautiful gold, the gold that I showed you at the beginning. I love it. Seriously, so freaking pretty. And I just put that all over my eyes. And then I'm going to take more of like a, I'm going to just grab it like a pewter shade and just put it in the middle to blend. And then I use some eyeliner. I'm still using the Maybelline gel liner. I've seriously used this eyeliner ever since I've been in high school. Not like the exact same tube, but like, you know, I've bought it. I'm probably like double digits with this thing. I seriously love it so much. I've never used any other eyeliner. I've tried and I always go back to this one. This one is seriously my favorite. Just gonna carve out, or not carve, sorry, just kind of clean up around the face. Use the YSL Touche Eclat primer. Bougie, expensive, but I actually really do like it. And then I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, I think is what it's called, the liquid, and just to kind of put in my T-zone, in my pores. I'm taking some brow freeze and just running it through my brows. I'm not going to shape them yet, and then I'm using, sorry, I have a boyfriend who games, so he is terrible to film around, but I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I am just blending that all over my skin. So if you hear yelling in the background, that would be my gaming boyfriend, because he is awful to be in the house around because all he does is game and yell, and I can never film or do voiceovers. So bear with me. Okay, so now I'm taking some color corrector under my eyes. I didn't feel like I needed to explain the brow part because it's pretty self-explanatory. I was doing my brows. Anyways, I'm color correcting. I always do under my eyes and around my mouth just to help with darkness. And then I'm taking the Rare Beauty contour stick. I think it's Always Sunny. Literally, this is my favorite bronzer of all time. And I'm underpainting. I underpaint with bronzer in more of my contour spots. And then I will also overpaint, I guess you could say, on my foundation. For foundation, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I used to use this foundation in high school, and then I hadn't used it for a really long time. I rebought it, and I actually really like it. It's a really good shade match for me, especially with a self-tan. I self-tanned the night before this, so it was a pretty fresh, dark tan. So it's pretty much the only shade that really does match me because it oxidizes, actually. And that's the one thing I've noticed that's really hard with this foundation, is it does oxidize. And I really like it, and I love the formula. I just do not like how the colors oxidize. If anyone else has that issue, let me know. But I'm just bronzing on top of my foundation, pretty much in my spots I would bronze. This is not concealer, this is actually the Rare Beauty Eye Brightener, so I'm just going to apply this under my eyes and in the center of my face, and this doesn't really add any coverage, but it just brightens. And I think it's a nice base for concealer, especially if you want that center of the face and the concealer to look really bright. I think it's a really good base. So I'm just applying concealer. I'm using the NARS Creamy Concealer, I think that's what it's called, and I'm in the shade Creme Brulee, I think that's the shade name, but I really like it. It's a really beautiful concealer, expensive but beautiful, so I enjoy it. Now going in with this Rare Beauty super bright red blush. It is seriously such a beautiful blush, but you have to have the lightest hand with it, but it is seriously so freaking beautiful. I love it so much. And then going in with the Rare Beauty powder. If you can't tell, I love Rare Beauty. I have a lot of Rare Beauty products. Not afraid to say that. I love Rare Beauty. I think it's a great brand. Selena does a great job with the products. So I'm basically going to bake, and then I'm going to set that powder in with the Make Up For Ever Powder Foundation. I love taking powder foundation. It adds extra coverage, and I think it just makes your skin look super smooth. And then I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury powder in the center of my face and under my eyes just to brighten again. I set my face first just to really lock in all of those products, and then I'm going in with the Morphe Trailblazer bronzer. This is such a beautiful bronzer. I actually love the Jaclyn Cosmetics one, but it's not available anymore, so I figured I'd show you something that's more affordable but also you can still get, and that's very, very, very similar. And I am going to blend out some contour as well as some powder underneath my bronzer. I'm setting my brows with some Anastasia brow gel. I like to do this after all the powders and after I bronze, just to make sure they're locked away, but that way if I accidentally make any mistakes, I can correct that before locking them in. Curling lashes, mascara, you know, all the fun things. This is basically just mascara I'm going to apply before lashes. I use the Ardell Demi Wispies. They've been my favorite for years. And then I'm just going to do some under eye work, just blending out some different colors under the eye, making it look smoky, and then just blending out on the brow bone, making sure everything looks nice and smooth and pretty. And then I'm also going to apply a shimmer on my brow bone as well as in my inner corner. I did take a white eyeliner to my inner corner just as more of a base for the shimmer. I just think it makes the eyes pop so freaking much. Using this blush inside the Lunar Beauty palette, I think it goes really good with the Rare Beauty blush. It's more of like a purpley red versus like a candy red, but I think it looks super freaking good and I love it so much. And then just spraying the face again. And then I am going to apply some Laura Geller, I think it's like Gilded Honey. It's a super old highlighter. I don't think Laura Geller even makes makeup anymore, or I don't know if she does. I don't know. Anyways, I'm using that. I wanted more of like a gold base, more of just like that classic gold, not like a rose gold or like a white gold, just a classic gold. And I thought that one was gorgeous because it would match my dress. Then taking an Il Makiage, I think red lip liner. It's very similar to Ruby Woo. I don't have a Ruby Woo lip liner, so I thought that this one matched really good. So just lining my lips as well as blending all over my lips as well. And then the star of the show, MAC Ruby Woo. Oh my gosh, this shade is like the most beautiful, iconic, beautiful winter Christmas candy red. Seriously, so freaking gorgeous. And that is the makeup look.